Motion. Motion and types of motion. Motion is everywhere. Everything in the universe moves. It may a little or a lot. It may be slow or fast. We may realize it or not. But whatever it is, the movement never stops. And that is why motion is one of the very important topics in physics. And scientists have studied it for a long time and tried to understand it. What makes motion happen? Changes in motion do not happen on their own. Force needs to act on an object to get it moving or to change its motion. We will be using different terms when we learn about motion, like displacement, velocity, and acceleration. Mass is also an important quantity that we have to consider when we try to understand motion. Simple and complex motion. The simplest movements are when you are moving in a line at a constant speed. Slightly more complex movements are when objects are speeding up or slowing down, which tells you that other forces are acting on it. Even more complex movements are when objects are also changing direction as they are moving. Distance and displacement. If I took part in a 5K run which started from a point, went out in a circle and ended at the same place that I started, how much did I run? My friends will understand that I actually ran the whole 5K. But since I ended back at my starting position, a physicist might say that I didn't change position at all, so I ran 0K. Both answers are correct. There is a very important difference between distance and displacement. Distance is the total ground covered by an object without considering its starting or ending point. So, when my friends answered that I had run 5K, they were correct. The total length of the path travelled is called distance. The change in position of an object, considering its starting and final position, is called displacement. Displacement does not take the path travelled into consideration. So, if you end up where you started from, your displacement is going to be 0. Displacement is a vector. The easiest way to picture displacement is by locating where the object started and drawing a straight arrow from this point to where the object stopped moving. What is a vector? A vector is a numerical value in a certain direction. So, we need to know two things to describe a quantity that is a vector. Magnitude. Magnitude means the number value, and direction. Direction and magnitude are needed to describe a vector. Without having information about both the things, we cannot describe a vector. The alternative to a vector is a scalar. Scalars have magnitude, but no direction information is needed. Temperature, mass, distance, energy, volume, etc. are all scalars. Compare distance and displacement. Distance, total length of path. Displacement, difference between initial and final position. Distance is a scalar quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. The SI unit for distance is meters and the SI unit for displacement is meters per second. Displacement is denoted by the symbol S. If you are told that the displacement of a car is 3 meters to the south, then what is the magnitude and what is the direction? Magnitude is 3 meters, direction is south. If you are told that the displacement of a bird is 7 kilometers to the northeast, then what is the magnitude and what is the direction? Magnitude is 7 kilometers, direction is northeast. An object has moved through a distance. Can it have zero displacement? If yes, support your answer with an example. Yes, it can have zero displacement. If the object travels through a distance but comes back to the starting point at the end, the object will have covered a distance but the displacement will be zero. A farmer moves along the boundary of a square field of side 10 meters in 40 seconds. What will the magnitude of displacement of the farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds be from his initial position? In 40 seconds, the farmer goes through all 4 sides of the field. Now, 2 minutes 20 seconds is equal to 140 seconds. 140 is equal to 40 into 3 plus 20. So that's 3 rounds plus 20 seconds. At the end of each round, the farmer comes back to starting position. In 10 seconds, the farmer completes one side. Therefore, in 20 seconds, the farmer completes 2 sides. So, we need to calculate the diagonal distance of the square. We can use Pythagoras theorem for this. Distance is equal to square root of 10 square plus 10 square, which is equal to square root of 100 plus 100, which is equal to square root of 200, which is equal to 10 into square root of 2. Therefore, the farmer is 10 into square root of 2 meters away from the initial position. Which of the following is true for displacement? A. It cannot be 0. It can be 0. That means the object has come back to the starting point. Hence, the statement is false. B. Its magnitude is greater than the distance travelled by the object. This is not possible. Distance can be equal to or more than displacement but never less. Therefore, the statement is false.
If you like our videos, do share them and subscribe to our channel. If you want awesome quizzes, write to us. Keep watching and keep learning with Walnut.